Is that a tier list? That's a tier list. I got a new format. Maybe. I'm not sure if it's going to work once I actually edit it. But this is dumb. This is stupid. And I wanted to make one of these tier list things. Because they always make me giggle. And I hope that it makes you giggle. If not, you can click away. My viewer retention is super low anyway, so it doesn't matter. But what we're going to do today, and I hope this works because I have another idea for a tier list, and it's really stupid, and I want to do it so bad. But what we're going to do today is, as you can maybe see there, the Mars Volta discography. That's right. You asked for it, America. You said you put it in the comments. It said America. You said, Nathan, we want a Mars Volta tier list. And I said, no, I'll never do a tier list. But then I did a tier list, and now here it is, the Mars Volta one. So, without further ado, so starting back in 2003, when I was a wee baby of 63 years old, we have De-Loused in the Comatorium. Put up a picture. There's a picture. Okay, this was the first album that I ever heard by this band. Obviously, you never forget your first. You never forget your first time hitting a baseball, maybe, probably. You never forget the first time you ride a bike. You never forget the first time you write the word bike. And you never forget the first time you hear the Mars Volta. So automatically, put it way up at the top, future me. Thank you, future me. Moving on. We're going to skip the live EP because it's live. Just put it at the top. Thanks. Moving on to Francis the Mute. For what I know about this album, I'm not claiming to be the most versed person when it comes to Mars Volta language, knowledge, smarts, brain. But from what I remember, this album's from 2005. I was 3 years old when it came out. From what I remember, it was a journal that they found in the back of one of their producers' cars. Something like that. After he died, I don't remember if he got in a car accident, if it was suicide, or if it's just natural causes. I can't remember. Like I said, I was 29 years old when this album came out. The dude died. They found this journal, wrote an entire album around it. It's a freaking masterpiece, dude. It's a put it in the Sydney Opera Hall. That's where this piece of, I can't even call it music, piece of blissful grace that was bestowed upon us mortals by these two gentlemen from El Paso, Texas. They gifted us. They just shot their magic seed, and it went into our brains and infested us. And I love it. We're not going to put it at the top. We're not going to put it at the top, though. What we are going to do, we're going to put it at the top. Moving on. A Missing Chromosome. Also 2005. I personally never heard this one. From what I've read, I listened to a couple little tracks here and there before I started doing this. Little snippets. From what I've read, from what I've been led to believe, from what I understand, from what my feeble brain can comprehend, it's just early versions of songs that were later turned into other songs and put onto other CDs, which wouldn't surprise me, because you have to consider Omar Rodriguez Lopez, put up a picture, Omar Rodriguez Lopez has 40-something goddamn albums just to himself. So it wouldn't surprise me that these things get recorded and then reworked and then moved into other things. But like I said, personally, never heard it all the way through. Just heard little snippets of it. Put it at the top. Moving on. Scab dates. It's just live stuff. Put it at the top. Amputecture. What year was that? 2005? 2006? 2006. Knocking out CDs left and right. These boys are at the height of their career. Amputecture. Oh, God. I'm just looking at this song list here. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, 4 of my favorite songs. One, it is so hard for me to say that I have a favorite Mars Volta song, but Viscera Eyes, it's up there, dude. It is really, really up there. Is it recording?
Yes.
Okay. Hi, this is Nathan from the future. I misspoke just a moment ago. I said Viscera Eyes was one of my favorite songs. It's Vicarious Atonement. Simple mistake on my part. Okay, you can cut it. For that song alone, putting it at the top. Now, Bedlam and Goliath. What do we got here? Ileana, Goliath, Cavalitas, Tourniquet Man. Again, just every album. Every album is absolute bangers. I don't know anything. Fourth studio album, released 2008. I think this was the album when they went to Jerusalem. Yeah. I do know a little backstory with this album. So again, this is all hearsay from what I remember from 2008. I wasn't even born yet. From what I remember, though, the album was, they wrote it while they were in Jerusalem or after they had toured around Jerusalem. I don't remember, but there was a Ouija board involved. They were futzing around with a Ouija board, and there was probably drugs involved. There was more than likely drugs involved. There was 100% drugs involved. But they were... Is that thunder? Oh yeah, it looks like it's going to storm. Anyways, they were messing around with this Ouija board. And they met a demon. They met a demon, as one does. You know, every normal day occurrence. You play with a Ouija board while you're in Jerusalem. You meet a demon. He calls himself the Soothsayer. You write a whole damn album about it. Tell me you haven't done it. If you haven't, it's Saturday, my dudes. It's for the boys. Get the boys together. Go get a Ouija board. Play with a Ouija board. Pull your wiener out. Move the Ouija board around with your wiener. Burped. And then go write an album about it. It's what everybody does. It's the cool thing to do. It's like peeing your pants. Put it at the top. Moving on. What's this one? Oh, The Lowdown. Lowdown's not an album. It's just interviews and stuff like that. Put it at the top. Octahedron. No. Octahedron. Yeah, that's how that word is pronounced. Octahedron. I keep doubting myself, but even if I'm right, you're going to fucking tell me I'm wrong in the comments anyways, so it doesn't matter. What do we got here? Octahedron. Since We've Been Wrong. Teflon. With Twilight Is My Guide. Yeah. Again, I don't know. Is Octahedron the band's best album? No, but if you dig on MV's Unrepentantly Big and blah, 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 I'm not reading somebody else's review. I'm giving you my review. And guess what? I don't know anything about this album other than it's badass. Put it at the top. Okay. Now we are on to Nocturnicate. We're getting close to the end here, folks. I know that this has been a roller coaster. There's been some ups, there's been some downs. We've had to move some things around to make place for other things. I get that. We're getting close to the end. We've got 2012's Nocturnicate. What we got here? Again, this one, I don't know anything about it. I don't know why. I should know stuff about it. Is the Mars Volta metal? Why is that even a question? What's the answer to this? The band's music has been described as progressive rock, experimental rock, and progressive metal. I mean, maybe. I don't know. I wouldn't say that. I don't really know how to quantify the fucking Mars Volta other than being their own thing. Anyways, we're talking about Nocturnicate. I don't have any special little snippets of information about this one. It's a good album, though. We'll put it in A. Actually, I don't know what kind of tier list I'm going to have after this, so that A might actually be a B. I'm not sure. I just have to steal a picture of a tier list off the internet and then just kind of go from there. So I'm not going to fix this. There's either an A or a B up there, and there's either a bunch of shit in A and one thing now in B, or there's a bunch of shit in S and there's one thing in A. I don't give a flicking ding dang, okay? Because guess what? Just because of that, just to correct myself in the future, make this even easier on myself, Nocturnicate, we're putting it at the top. Okay. What's this one? Nope, I can't pronounce those words. Landscape Tantrums. Oh, this is another one that's re-releases of older stuff, you know, workings, blah, 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 blah. Put it at the top. And now, we come down to the last two. We've got Graveyard Love, and I think it's Blacklight Shine. Is that right, Buckley? He's asleep. 2 new songs from Mars Volta. They're the only things we have in how many fucking years? 2012. It's been 10 years since they put out any music. And they come out with Graveyard Love and Blacklight Shine. And I gotta say, at first I was a little concerned. These boys haven't put out music in 10 years. So when I first heard Graveyard Love, I was a little taken aback. I was like, whoa, this is kind of mellow. I don't really know how I feel about this. But then I remembered that these guys are 900 years old, and they've been making music since before I was born. I mean, Cedric looks like the uncle at a family reunion who would, like, take all of the cousins outside to go smoke weed. He looks like a cool dude. I want to hang out with him. I want to drink a cerveza with him. Like, probably a solid dude. Omar looks like Fred Armisen. I want to see him on Conan doing jokes about drummer things. You know? Maybe have a cigarette with him and listen to some fucking, what's his name, Coltrane. I guarantee Omar listens to jazz. Omar, if you're watching this, tell me if you listen to jazz, because I'll bet the answer is yes. I'll put money on it. If I had money, I'd put it on it. But, as I said, guys are 62,000 years old now. You can't expect them to be pumping out jams like they used to, all full of energy and shit. So for that reason, I don't know if I'm going to have a picture for this. I might just have to write the words in. Graveyard Love. Blacklight Shine. Pause this video. Put down in the comments right now where you think they're going to go. Are you back? You're going at the top. And that's it, baby. That's the comprehensive, 100% accurate. No one can disagree. No one can say otherwise. No one has the right to tell me that I'm wrong, because fuck you. All these albums are perfect. They've never made a bad song. I'm not biased. The Mars Volta isn't paying me for this. They could if they wanted to. You can get a hold of it. Just send me a CD. Send me a picture of your butt. Send me a picture of your butt and sign it. Say, to Nathan, love the Mars Volta. Everybody in the Mars Volta loves you. Here's our butts. I'll be like, hell yeah, dude. I got a picture of the Mars Volta butt. It's fucking dope. There's the list. You can go take that to your math teacher. Say, here's my homework. They'll be like, this isn't even related. Be like, fuck you, math teacher. You can't tell me this is wrong. Boom. And that's math, baby. Math is never wrong. Except for that one time it didn't make sense when I was in jail. And then I kind of had like a little bit of a panic attack about it, because I was like, math is the only thing I can ever count on. It's always right. It was weird. That's a story for another day. All right, thanks for your time. Larva, cement, and sublime. Here comes a little song, and then the bonus stuff at the end. Oh, I gotta shit. Hold on.